Great. I'll just recap on, just to catch on what my colleagues have mentioned. And maybe I'll approach that question by briefly talking about the context. The keywords now are words like crisis, words like resilience, words like fear. These are some of the words that have really become like a daily dose to most of us. And we might need maybe just to get a glimpse of what does some of these words mean as I come towards how to build resilience. And every time we talk about a crisis, it's just an event that happens in our circumstance or in our situation. And it's affecting us, like the COVID is affecting us either indirectly or directly. And we may not have control or even a responsibility. It's something that came and here it is. So it's basically, we're talking about a change within our environment. And in such moments, in moments of crisis, there are turning points. The turning points, there are moments of crossroads, moments of critical decisions, moments of a lot of self-reflection, and sometimes difficult and possibly unfavorable decisions must be made during those moments. And crisis refines us. Crisis also reveals a lot. I've interacted with the people and there is a shift of thinking in some of them. And this means that there is something that we are learning. Just as Paul Peter said, learning is a continuous curve. Even in these moments, there are a lot of lessons that we can be able to pick around. So, and also crisis brings commonality of purpose. We are here together because we feel that we can be able to add more value and we can be able to hold one more hand out there and be able to push on to the next level without losing hope. So basically crisis creates a gap. Sometimes it raises the bar and it places demand on creativity and resilience. And this is where we are now. That is why we need to focus on this issue of resilience so that we can be able to emerge better, as I said in my opening statement. I will mention this. There is a very common Asian proverb that claims a cat has 9 lives. For 3, he plays. For 3, he strays. And for the last 3, he stays. So some people believe the 9 lives myth is related to cats' ability to always stand or land on their feet. And basically, crisis is, how do I ensure that I will always land on my feet, regardless of what is happening around us? Cats are always known for their dexterity and agility, that ability to be able to quickly think around, and before falling on their stomach or their hands, they are already on their feet. And that is the critical issue that we are facing now. Despite what is happening within our environment, despite the shifting, probably some they are no longer employed, the businesses are no longer functioning as they used to be. Now, how do we land on our feet? And this is now the key term, which is resilience. And as we have said, resilience is just a matter of adapting to the new changes, accepting that change has come, and probably there are a lot of shifting that we need to engage in. And how do I cope? And then how do we adjust? So when we are talking about success, in other terms, we are talking about resilience, because potential minus resilience will always remain dormant potential. And success purely is built on resilience. I'll give an example of great people who have been successful, but they have failed many times. They have failed, they have encountered a lot of challenges, but what kept them going is that even when they failed or when they encountered the challenges, they did not give in, but they reinvented themselves. They reinvented their thinking. They reinvented their relationships. Some made very drastic decisions, like Lincoln, one of the best stories. So how to build resilience? One, hang out with guys who are thinking in your mind, that guys who can build you. Like you guys are hanging out with us today, and I'm sure we are here for value, and we are here together to ensure that as we finish this, all of us will have developed that trigger again in us to be able to land on our feet and move to the next level. So one of the issues that I can mention is relationships, and also that continual learning. I've said learning is a continuous curve, and as we engage more, we get better. So let me pause there. I will continue getting deeper as we move on.